The case officially closed in 1989, but the shadow never left. Even now, his name sends a chill through America's spine. Handsome, educated, polite, a perfect mask for a perfect predator. But before the trials, before the escapes, there was Washington, 1974. It started with a missing girl, then another, and another. January 4th, 1974, Seattle woke to a missing student report.
A missing student, last seen near the campus area.
A young woman failed to return home after her late shift at the radio station.
But all my clothes.
Her roommates entered and saw the bed made, but all her clothes were
We
gone.
understand.
Did you notice anything else unusual? What's wrong? What happened?
Police
here?
arrived and found no
Investigating a
struggle,
disappearance.
just absence.
Who are you?
It was the first
My
disappearance.
roommate. Have you found anything? Did you hear about Sarah?
3 weeks later, on January 25th, 1974, a second young woman vanished after class.
This was the last
She left
time
campus at
anyone saw
dusk
Maria.
and was never seen
She
again.
walked into the shadows and was never seen again.
Clear the area now.
Campus police searched nearby trails
Check the
but turned up
perimeter
nothing.
again. Nothing here.
That was the second disappearance. Nearly 1 month later, on April 17th, 1974, a third woman disappeared after a late study session. She was seen walking toward her dorm, just minutes away.
I wish I could help.
Investigators
but
interviewed
I honestly
dozens of
don't remember
students,
seeing
but no
anything
clues
unusual.
emerged.
I'm sorry, that's all I can recall.
That was the third disappearance. On May 6, 1974, a fourth young woman left her dorm to meet friends and vanished.
Dispatch.
Campus police searched parking lots and fields, but found nothing.
Will advise.
That was the fourth disappearance. On May 31st, 1974, a fifth woman disappeared after a late night at a tavern.
He was just leaning there. looking
Witnesses saw her
nervous.
talking to a man
Saw
whose
her
arm was in a
talking to him
sling.
Right before she vanished. I don't know what happened after that.
Police reviewed video from the parking lot, but no reliable leads emerged. That was the fifth disappearance. On June 11th, 1974, a sixth woman vanished near her sorority house. She was last seen walking alone between buildings at night, then gone.
I saw them arguing
Police
right
searched
here.
the alley and
She was
parking
scared.
lot
Then I heard
nearby,
a car
but
door
found no
slam and tires
trace.
screeching down the street. It was too dark to see anything else.
It was a man. He had crutches.
A witness described a man with crutches carrying a
He was
briefcase.
I'm sure of it.
Police drew a sketch and checked records, but nothing matched. That was the sixth disappearance.
Did you hear what happened?
Campus towns grew quiet.
terrifying. Let's
Students
get out of
feared the
here.
twilight. Girls started walking in groups. No one went home alone. Flyers spread across campus. Stick with friends. Report strangers.
Officer, did the suspect have
Police
ties
avoided
to
the
organized
word serial
crime?
without firm
We are
evidence.
exploring all avenues, but it's too early to confirm any specifics at this time.
Yet something felt the same in every case. They had to find the face behind the vanishing girls. Across town, a young man named Ted Bundy studied quietly at a university library. He looked ordinary. Neat hair, calm eyes, a faint smile. Professors praised his discipline, friends admired his charm. At night, he volunteered for the campus safety patrol. He offered to walk women home after dark, always polite, always
A lot
smiling.
of adjustments recently.
His photo hung on the volunteer board, Ted A. Bundy, Safety Patrol. Every afternoon, his tan Volkswagen Beetle waited near the dorms.
Are you sure
He
you
had a
didn't just wanna
girlfriend,
stay in
a
bed all
bright,
day?
ambitious student who trusted him completely.
Not when I have such a beautiful view to wake up to.
Meanwhile, 6 young women had vanished from Seattle's quiet streets. But Ted's world seemed untouched. Perfect grades, perfect manners. He met professors, attended meetings, smiled at everyone he passed. At dusk, his Beetle appeared again, silent, almost invisible. Security guards saw it often, but never questioned why. Late May 1974, 8:45 p.m., Bundy asked a student to help carry books to his car. 8:55 p.m., they reached the north parking lot and drove off into the dark. 8:10 a.m. next morning, the girl's roommate reported her missing. Detectives noted, last seen with a man, tan Beetle, near the library. Meanwhile, Ted attended class, calm as ever.
We understand
He
your
smiled in
concerns,
meetings,
and we are
reassured
working
worried parents at
tirelessly
safety
to
events.
resolve this situation.
Posters around campus now showed 7 missing
Just hope
faces.
they find them soon. This is a very serious situation.
Police began connecting strange
These
patterns,
3 disappearances
cars,
happened the same
times,
time this vehicle
familiar
was reported
streets.
stolen nearby. It's the pattern we've been looking for.
This sketch confirms
A police
the
sketch
crutches
showed a
of the
man
car.
on crutches
It's
beside a
operating
pale
locally.
yellow car.
Check all impound lots for that yellow sedan. We need backup at the public
Witnesses
library.
began calling in. Some said they'd seen that man near the library. One student whispered, he looked just like Ted from law school. Investigators noted the name, but had no proof, no record, nothing solid. That same week, Bundy walked calmly through campus, as if untouched. Inside the evidence room, patterns began to align. Times, places, faces. By week's end, the name Ted Bundy was quietly added to the persons of interest list.
Are you gonna go in the water?
July 14th, 1974, a bright Sunday at Lake Sammamish State Park.
I just might. Have a great
Families
day with
picnicked,
your family.
couples rode boats. No one sensed what was coming. Around noon, a man in a sling approached 2 women near the beach. He introduced himself as Ted, said he needed help loading a sailboat.
Would you like to come with
The
me?
women hesitated, then one agreed to follow him to the parking lot.
I'm sorry.
Witnesses saw them talking beside a tan Volkswagen Beetle. Hours later, Ted returned, same smile, same sling, approaching another
What you were
woman.
looking for here today? I just want to make sure I get that across.
He repeated the story about his sailboat, his
My
arm,
mom was like
his need
this.
for help.
My sailboat, I needed help.
That woman followed him briefly, then vanished.
Where could they have gone? They wouldn't just.
By sunset, both women had failed to return to their
I
friends.
think I saw something. If it's too late.
At 6:30 p.m., a friend reported 2 missing at the park office.
Both victims vanished.
Rangers notified King County Police, 2 disappearances, same
It
afternoon.
matches the first one exactly.
This can't be a coincidence. Yes, that's the nose right
Witnesses described the man, handsome, polite, right arm in a sling.
Is this accurate? Yes, that's him exactly.
And one detail stood out, a tan Volkswagen Beetle parked near the lake. Reporters rushed in. By morning, Seattle woke to front-page headlines. Police received over 100 calls naming possible
Can't run down
Teds.
every single one.
But this one matches the description.
Check the dental records again.
Some mentioned a law student, friendly, driving a tan beetle.
Look at this. Why are these connected?
Detectives compared names, cross-checked plates, searching for any link.
It was spotted near the warehouse the night before.
One name returned again, Ted Bundy. Investigators circled it, but evidence was still thin, just a name. The next day, Bundy appeared on campus, calm, smiling as always. Around him, the city buzzed with fear, but Ted's world stayed silent.
The eyes here, they are
Detectives built composite sketches. Same face, same calm eyes. A line of suspicion began to form, slowly, quietly. And with it, the perfect mask of Ted Bundy started to crack. The Lake Sammamish disappearances shook Washington like an earthquake.
Police are looking for Ted.
News anchors spoke of a man named Ted, handsome, polite, with a sling.
But he seems so kind.
In police stations, phones rang non-stop with new tips and sightings. One witness remembered the car, a tan Volkswagen Beetle.
His voice
Another
was so
recalled his calm voice,
but
his
were
eyes too
overly
friendly.
like he was trying too hard.
The evidence is mounting.
Sketch
around
artists
him.
drew again, the resemblance now undeniable. Within days,
Excuse me,
thousands of
I am
posters
looking
flooded
for a friend.
Seattle, Bellevue, and Issaquah. At the University of Washington, whispers began, could it be Ted?
You think Ted could be involved in this?
Bundy smiled through it all, calm, unshaken. In August, search teams combed the woods east of the lake. Weeks passed, no bodies found, only silence and dread. Then on September 7th, a hiker found a human bone near Issaquah Road. Forensic teams arrived. Soon more remains were uncovered nearby. Police now realized they were facing a serial predator.
Look at the evidence.
The pattern was clear, polite
That's
approach,
how it all
night
started?
abductions,
Yeah,
sudden
I think
vanishings.
so.
Are you sure about that?
Among the names on file, one matched everything, Ted Bundy. Yet his records were spotless. No arrests, no priors, nothing suspicious. Detectives argued, could a man like that really be capable?
Capable of something like this.
Meanwhile,
telling
Bundy
you, it
visited
was
friends,
hilarious.
joked, even joined study groups. He listened to the news about Lake Sammamish, expression
Lake
unreadable.
Sammamish authorities are investigating the disappearance of several young women from the area.
The investigation spread wider: Washington, Oregon, and Utah. Reports surfaced of similar attacks, same charm, same car. Ted's name appeared again, and again, and again.
This case is
Still,
far more
no warrant,
complex.
no proof, only coincidences.
I'm worried about what we might uncover.
Bundy's charm worked like armor, smiles, manners, trust.
Of course, these academic topics are always fascinating.
Alone, he watched the news closely, following every word. He knew the hunt had begun, and it was closing in. Outside, police doubled patrols, the public too afraid to walk alone. Ted stayed calm, blending perfectly into the world he built.
I'm certain that he's the
For
one.
detectives, the puzzle pieces were finally aligning.
This definitely aligns with the evidence.
Reports from other states matched. Same description, same Ted.
It's too precise to ignore.
Seattle police moved Bundy's file to active investigation. In photos, his smile still looked harmless, almost kind. The truth was closing in, inch by inch. And the man no one suspected was about to make his first mistake.
This man could make such a mistake. We have to find him.
The chase for Ted Bundy had
I'm
begun.
worried about the students. Have you seen him around here?
We're looking at a sophisticated...
August 1974, Seattle police formed a special task force.
If we don't pool our resources into a task force, this will only get worse.
They had names, faces, cars, but no solid proof.
How can that be? It's impossible.
The hotline rang day and night.
We've received
Over 3,000 tips came in.
3,000 hotline tips and need to review them all carefully.
Among them, several callers mentioned a man named Ted Bundy.
Beetle.
A colleague from his work at the Department of Emergency Services called in.
I think I know this person.
She described him as charming, intelligent, always
So as
helpful.
you can see, the data really supports the initial hypothesis.
Investigators added his name again,
is
this
added
time with
once more.
emphasis. But Bundy had an alibi for almost every missing date. Each check ended the same way. No match, no warrant. Meanwhile, Bundy transferred to Utah to continue law school. The task force still believed the killer was somewhere near Seattle.
We're all in danger.
In September, reports slowed, as if the predator had vanished. But in truth, he was already hunting elsewhere.
I'm telling you, the
Back in
pattern doesn't
Seattle,
fit the previous
evidence
case.
piled up with no direction.
String connects right here.
That doesn't mean anything if we don't have the weapon. We are losing.
Detectives argued over theories. Copycat, kidnapper, multiple
The
killers.
judge will throw it out.
We need to follow the procedure.
One detective muttered, "We had him and we let him go." Ted Bundy, miles away, walked the University of Utah campus smiling.
I believe that our
He made
current
friends
understanding
easily,
of the subject
studied
is
late,
limited.
blended into every crowd.
We need to challenge the conventional wisdom.
No one there knew the name that terrified Washington. Back in Seattle, the task force was disbanded by winter. Their last memo read, "Suspect may have moved out of state."
Verify the information on this memo. A suspect may have moved out of state.
Files were stored, names
need to find
boxed,
someone.
and the trail went cold.
I am concerned about this.
Are you sure this is right?
Months passed, the city tried to forget. But the monster they missed was already preparing to strike again. Utah, October 1974, a new disappearance mirrored the old pattern. A student vanished after leaving a mall in Murray City.
And his
Police
charm
connected it to the Lake
appearance,
Sammamish
also very
case.
similar to
Same
the Lake
story,
Sammamish case,
same
right?
charm.
Yes, very.
But the
So,
suspect was
that's what
hundreds
you
of
think?
miles away on record.
Yeah, I think so.
Once again, Bundy walked free behind his perfect alibi. Investigators were back to zero.
Hey, what's up with these missing persons?
And for the next 2
flyers?
months, the disappearances continued.
We need to find whoever is responsible.
Ted Bundy's trail was spreading across state lines. But this time, he would leave something behind. something that would finally bring the police closer than ever before.
He wouldn't risk Sugar House.
November 1974, Utah police formed their own task force.
They are getting
They compared
closer.
reports with Seattle,
Disappearances
realizing
are
the same pattern. Late nights, investigators pinned photos, dates, and one repeating name. Meanwhile, Bundy blended perfectly into student life in Salt Lake City.
And so I told him.
He dated again, volunteered
I'm not doing
again, lived as if nothing had changed.
No way.
But behind the calm, he was hunting every chance he could. In November, another student disappeared after leaving a theater downtown. Police arrived, same clues, same void, no witnesses. Bundy's charm disarmed everyone, his mask flawless.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I can tell you
By
that the
winter,
are
reports
still
from
coming in
Colorado
about
matched the Utah cases.
Yes, I'm just as concerned as you are.
The FBI was alerted, interstate cooperation began.
Interstate cooperation.
I will do whatever it takes.
At the same time, a car mechanic noticed something strange. He'd seen that tan beetle parked near a campus too often. The plate number was noted, then sent to police. Investigators traced it to one man, Theodore Robert Bundy. His record was clean, but his name matched multiple witness reports. Detectives decided to check him quietly. For days, they watched his routines, his home, his car. Nothing seemed unusual. He was too careful. December 12, 1974, Utah, another woman vanished.
Another woman vanished.
This time, the victim's friend remembered a man named Ted.
He said it just before he left.
Investigators called Seattle for files, requesting all Bundy records. When the envelope arrived, one detective paused. Inside were the sketches, the car descriptions, the same face. They had their suspect, almost certain, and now it was only the beginning. Stay tuned for part 2. Once the next episode is available, you'll find it pinned on the end screen.